Welcome to Journaling Gem Life, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today it is time to set up our planners for week 18, and I think I'm gonna try something new in this week. So instead of doing the N1 compact, I have been using this like a brain dump to plan the week ahead of time, but I'm thinking I'm gonna do something in here. So find all of your stickers, all of your washes, something to drink, all your lovely pens, everything you need, and let's dive right in together. So I hope you had a great Easter. We just came back yesterday from our cabin and I have been crazy busy filming. So the setup of May for my planner will be coming up on Tuesday. I've already made the video, but I have some other videos that I want to go live first, so it had to wait until Tuesday. But Tuesday, our setup for May is definitely going live. And for now, we are setting up week 18. But before we do that, I want to do this one because this is sort of what I just throw in my purse whenever I go to the dentist and things. So I wanted to start by setting this up. So let's see. I was thinking I wanted to use some of this since this is more of like for a smaller size planner, but I'm not quite sure what to use. So let's just see. I'm thinking this looks really nice. Now it will be covering the weeks, but I don't really mind. But I do also want something here. So we'll see. Let's just start out with this one. Like this. And we need some stuff. So where are my tweezers? Tweezers. Why do I always do this? I don't like come prepared. And actually, my tweezers are missing because they're right here. Yay! Okay, so let's dive in and see what we can do with this. So this is gonna go crooked. I can tell right away. But here we go. So it did go a little bit outside, but we are just winging it. And now I can use these for something else. So let me see, what if I put it right here? Like that. And now I can actually have my March right here, but I do want something else on there as well. So maybe if I do this and then put May across here, that could be an idea. First, I need to check and see, where did I put it? I did pull it out along with the rest. Here we go. So let's see. What? Did I use this? Not sure. Looks like I did. So let's see. If I put this swan right here, and I can do May, that would look really nice. Let's do that. And like this. And then we're going to put down this, really gentle, so that I don't rip it. Like this. Yep. And I do want to have something in here. So let's see if we can pull out some of the smaller ones. Oh no. I do not like it when it gets stuck. So let's see. Not these ones, but oh, come on. Be nice. These ones. So I kind of wanted, I can do like this. Have one in the corner, which is not cut, so I need to cut it. And like this. So my head has been like crazy all over the place with these stickers, and I have pulled out a ton of stuff from Temu to sort of add to the kit that will match, and been trying that out for a little bit, and I think I'm doing quite well actually. It could have been worse, but I do definitely need a lot more practice. There's really need practice, but we're getting there, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. Now let's see, what do we want in here? I do have this corner, but I'm not going to use that. And I do have this one. This one is really beautiful.
Remember the days we were young, wild and free.
But still, I want to do this and then this right here. Easier. A lot easier. And then we pull this down here. Then we add the girl. And put this right here. Yep. Doing that, and I do love like the butterfly. I want to do the butterfly. Like this. And like this. And also, I saw there were some smaller things too. Do I want to use these or not? No, I don't think so. I'm just going to keep it like this. But I also need to do the other side. And I'm thinking to have something else down here. Now, this would be nice, but I don't want it to sort of overlap too much. So no, not doing that. What about this one. Yeah, we can do that. So I can just layer that on top. And then we are doing this. And do I want it on top or do I want it to the side? I think I want it to the side. So let's just do this. And putting this down here. And then I wanted to do this one. Oh, come on. Okay, it's down. I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, I'm thinking that's okay. And then we're gonna do the light pink. We did the purple. So do I want to do the dark one or do I want to do the light one? I'm kind of, because I wasn't, okay, we're doing the light one. So we're doing this. And then here. And we're doing these as well. Like that. Nice and clean. And that was it for, okay, so something up here. Definitely something up there. And I think actually I want to do, do I do a gold butterfly? No, let's do the pink butterfly. And a gold rose. Here. Just to have something up there. So I'm happy with that. Sort of goes in the same theme. So I should, now this is gonna smudge, I think. I only did those though. Okay. No, actually it didn't smudge. Okay, so that is done. So let's put that to the side and bring out the big boy. So what I want to do, I always keep this in the pocket right here, and I just take it out and throw it in my bag whenever I go somewhere. So now let's see where we are at week 18, but let's start with doing, okay, we can do this one first because this is the easy one, she said, without a clue on what to do. But what I want is, I want to have some florals down here. So I sort of want to go into this sort of layout. And so I think I'm going to have to bring in some other florals. And we're going to remove this. So I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to put this underneath just to build it up a bit. And then we can have a look. So I want to get rid of this first of all. So I'm gonna gently just put down why am I always Okay, let's see. So first of all, I want to get rid of this right here. Lay down. Oof, this did not turn out very nice at all. What is happening? Okay, so good enough. And then we also want to do these. And I don't know if I want to remove this or not, because I do follow the full moon and the new moon. So I'm thinking I might want to keep it. Oops. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning. So what I want to do, I do want something on top here. And since I have been using this, and I could put this down and just make this into a washi, or I could use this one from Temu. I am not quite sure. I think I want to use this actually. So let's just do that. Let's lay this down. And I said my washi cutter is gone, but it's not. I put it where it's supposed to be, in my Moterm cover. That's where. So let's do this and pull this off right here. And then we're gonna flip it over and make it into a thinner washi strip. And let's see, how far up do I want to go? Pull this back. Come on. Now, this is from the Coffee and Planning theme box. And if you haven't seen that, I'm going to link that video of the unboxing down below. I think there might still be some items left in her shop, if that is something you might be interested in. So I'm going to link that down below. And then we're going to line it up and do it really gently. Along here. Yeah, that's kind of nice. It did go further down than I wanted it to, but I think I actually managed to cut it pretty much in half, which is good. That's sort of what I want, but I still need to take more off. And actually this turned out upside down, and I don't want the bows to be upside down, so we're gonna try and see if we can make this work, even if it did get like a little bit crooked. Let's see. So I'm trying not to poke my head out in front of the camera. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to trim this down as well, but that's okay. Like this. And then, oh, it's super, super. Maybe I should go over this again too. I think I should, to make them the size that I wanted to have them. And look how easy it is to just peel it off with this washi cutter, because it is so sharp. And it makes the job super easy. So yeah, I got it almost all the way. Just a little bit on the outside here. I don't know if I can get it because it's so small. I'm gonna have to do some tweaking to that later on. But then we take this one, goes right here and here. Yep, that looks really, really nice. Now, there's not a whole lot of the red roses in here, so I do need to add something of that kind. But let me see, we had this gorgeous, of course, it's the wrong way. I do not like that. I was planning on doing this one, but no, that's not gonna cut it. Now this is the same as I used, so not gonna do that either. Let's see what else we got. So let me see, we do have this gorgeous window with the florals, and I want to make sure that I can stamp in the week number, but I can still do that. And it does go across a little bit though. And this one is just too small. Let's see what else we got. I do love this swan. This is so beautiful. It doesn't, this does not either have anything like red in it. I could do this one. That would leave me a lot of space. I am liking that. So let's do this one. And put this right on top here, like this. And then I could do my number. Let's see, it is week 18, but I think I'm gonna go for these. Number 18. Oops, they are falling out. So let me see. 18. Something like that. This will go right here. And then I want to do the darker pink for that. So this is just how I do it. If I have some ink that will match, I will use that, but I like doing these tombos instead, just because then I know that I get the exact right color. So they are kind of watery, so yeah, let's just try this. Lay this down right here. Yeah, that's okay. It could have been worse. I'm gonna go over it just a little bit, but it's not gonna get a whole lot better because I did it on top of the whiteout. So I'm thinking it is what it is, but we are still doing this. I think it looks kind of nice, actually. Just adding a little bit more color. Since it is on top of the whiteout. Like that. And then I can put on, I think I have this week. Yes, I do have. I would like to have just week, but I don't have that. Maybe put down the May sticker as well, just to fill in a little bit. Put this down here for May, and then we do this week. And I think it's gonna look pretty good, actually, doing this. Yep. Now let's see what else. So I do want something down here. And what might that be? This is too small. And again, I don't want to do a too big one. We do have this one. This is kind of nice. But I want it to be higher up, like this. So let me see if I can add. You have this one that will actually, that will be too much of the same thing, I think. What if I do this with this on top? The brown one. I do have a letter, but I don't want to do that. So I did like this one. So let's, I don't know. Let's just use, or I could do this one. More of a wrinkly paper kind of look. No, let's go with this one. And just put this upside down. Actually, no. You want to have the straight edge down. Like this. And then want to put this on top. Like this. Just to elevate it a little bit, and then I can add something here. Let's do this small floral right here. And I can add some writing. So let's see. There was some, like right here. Now I don't know what this says, but we are going with this one. Some gold foiling on it to make it stand out a bit more. Yep. And then I want to have something down here, but I do want to have some florals. Now, let me just see if I can pull this off or not, because I am not sure if I can, but it would be so nice to add something like this. But I don't know. if it's gonna be like too much, maybe like cutting into this, and I can use the other. Let's just try it. I just need to see if this will work or not. Because I do think they match pretty well color-wise, but since it's just the flower, I don't know how that's gonna look, but we're gonna find out. So let's see. It's gonna be super pink, like pink, but let's just do it. So let's see if I lay it down here and do this, and okay. This one. And two. Now let's see if we add this on, how this is gonna look. I'm not really sure about it, but I think I could pull it off. And then I could add some of these smaller droplets and some green. I think I'm gonna do it. Let's just dive right in. Just lay this down here. Now I did get those marks on, but it is what it is. And then, oh, come on. Do I have to get my tape out? There are a very easy way to do this, but it requires, yep. Okay, we're doing it. So we're just gonna get some Scotch tape and putting this on the end and pulling back. Let's see, was it the right way? Was it at the right? Yes, it was. And then I have to take this back off. Now that might be easier said than done. Come on, let go. Wasn't it? Or was it on the top? Oh my gosh, it is so stuck on there. I need to get this back off. Okay, and I took some of the color off. That's not good. But it is what it is. So we're just gonna lay it down and not fuss over it anymore. And let me see if I can do the same here. It is so much easier, but you have to be kind of careful. And then just gonna lay it down here. And then I'm gonna do some of these droplets. Like this. And again. Pulling this off the backing. And let's see, where do we put this? Down here, maybe? Like that. And I could do a small one as well. Let's go for it. Like this. Just cutting around. Oops. This is a little bit bigger, so I think I might... no. Let's just do the same thing. It is so much easier doing it like this. Like that. Like this. Okay, so I think that's gonna have to do. Now, to sort of make it blend more with this, I'm thinking maybe I could add something small as well. Like, I do have this one. I do have teapot. What else have I got here? I do have this one with a cupcake. So just if I want to make a note or something, let's just, for the fun of it, lay this down on top here. Like this. Yeah. And then we are set with those. Then we want to do the dailies, the days of the week. And I'm just going to start with the first one and use them like this. Now, do I do the numbers on top like this, or do I put them on the washi? Not sure how they're gonna look, how visible they will be. So, okay, we have 27, so we need to start with 28. And I'm gonna bring out a different sheet that I already started on. And it's in, is it in this one? Or the other one? Actually, I think it's this one. So let's see. Starting on the 28th. Yes, I have them right here. So let's see. So I think that turned out quite nice. And then I want to do, I think I'm going to use the darker one, like this one, for my, instead of the light one. I'm not as fond of the light one, so I'm not sure if I'm going to switch it out or not, because it does go very well with this color right here, but not too sure. So let me see if I can find my big ruler. Now, I was thinking, do I go here? Because I do have a couple of appointments, but I'm not sure. I have so much space left. So we have Monday. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it, because I don't, or should I go at 9? I could do that. Go here. Okay, I need to double check. to see when my appointments are. So I do have on Tuesday 2, but there is not. When is mail day? Mail day is actually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that week. So Tuesday, so I actually only need 2, and that's it. And that's it, yeah. So let me see, because I'm not going to put my videos in here. So let's see, 1, 2, that's 1, and then 1, 2, 3, that's 2. So actually I can do this one all the way up here. So let's just go for it. Like this. And I'm gonna do the same for Sunday. Even though we sleep in, we don't have like the same routine, I'm still gonna do the same thing, I think. Or do I not? Do I want to have some decorations up here? You know what? No, we're just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Like this. And I do strive on going to bed at 10. So I'm gonna keep this down here and add a line here. Like that. And I'm gonna go across this into this, keeping it like this. Then I want to have, like, I did put this week, but I kind of want there's something more missing right here. So let's see if we can find something small. So I fixed the problem and we are back. So hopefully now we can do the rest of the filming. So like I said, I think I'm just going to leave this as it is. So I'm gonna have my videos down here and I'm gonna find something like, if I don't know if I'm gonna do a tracker or something and I need to fill this up. I do have to do one thing first though. One last thing. The dinners. So I always put in some space for all our dinners. And so I should have worn my glasses. For this. Now let's see. Here. And then here. And I'm going to do the same on Saturday and Sunday as well. It's just, it doesn't matter if it's not exactly on this timeline, but we'll see. Like this. And this. So I think that is good. Now let's set up the week differently. So I do have 2 sets of numbers and I do think I will be using those. So we have, these are way smaller, but it's going to be like horizontal. So I'm thinking I might want to just keep this and so that I can add like that. So yeah, okay. So the first thing I want to do is to white out some things. And again, we're just gonna take this one and see if I can do a better job this time. Now, if I get tired of doing this every single week, I might just use some of these white paper, sticker paper, but it does make the page really thick, so I'm sort of wanting to delay that for as long as possible. But we're going to do this easy, and we're going to do it a bit differently, because I am actually going to put some washi on top of this, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot. So doing that. Now let's see, what kind of washi do we want to use? So I think this is probably going to be way too big. Yeah, that's going to be way too big. So we could just do this one again. Maybe, no, that's also going to be too big. So what do we do? What do we do? We can take this one, the one from Temu, and just put this on top here. Or do we do this one? Yeah, I think we're doing this one actually. Just putting this on top here. And the cutter. And let's see. Ooh. Like that. And then go from here. Oops. That was a bit too high up. Let's see if I could just like this, like that. And I think I'm just going to keep this one right here. And we are going to count downwards. Now I do want to remove this, I think. Let me just see. Or actually, maybe I should do it like this for my appointments and important stuff, and then I can do like a calendar. Sorry, I'm so sorry. So I'm not quite sure how to do this. Do I just... I kind of wanted to do it like horizontal, but that's not the main part. Like, I don't need it to be horizontal. This has more than enough space for me to keep it vertical, but but I would like to do something here. So let's see what I want. Okay, I need to bring out my... Where did that go? My second planner. Sorry, I have everything all around here. I have been going around so much today. And I left something here, something there. Duh. Hello. It's right here. It's right here. So, okay. What do I need? So, I need a place for my appointments, and the videos I don't really need. But I do want a proper to-do list, a dinner list, and I don't really need this because this is what I will be putting in. So you know what? And then there's notes, and that's it. So I don't really like a proper to-do list, but I do have that right here. And I can put down my dinners right here. And I have my daily to-do list, like my daily routine, as well as my YouTube. So actually, I don't need anything else. So you know what? We are just going to drop it. We're not going to do anything else. And I'm thinking this looks pretty good. Yeah. So I'm sort of happy with this. So yeah, I think this actually is everything I need. And I don't get why my stickers are acting like this. They are all over the place. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I do need something else here. And maybe just this one. I like this one. This is super cute. Let's put this down. Just to add something more to this right here. And I am pretty happy with this, I think. Let's add this one as well. Just to, yeah. Okay, so I think I'm pretty done with this. Now let's put down some of the other stickers. So I have this one, my YouTube schedule, which I'm going to put down right here. And then I have, let's see what I have. So that should be a tracker. No. Why? When I thought, not good. Not good. Okay, so we have a tracker right here. And I think that's about it. Let's see if we can fill in the appointments that I have. So let me see. Since I'm using this, I need to put this down first. Now, do I use the light one for that? I think I'm gonna do that. I think I am gonna do that. So on Tuesday, actually I don't have anything, because that is this week. I'm looking at the next week. week 19. And I don't have anything. Let me see, on the 28th. Well, actually I do. I have a work appointment and I am really dreading this because I do fear that I will be handed my what do you call it? My resignation on that day, because I have been out from work for now closing in on 2 years, and they have made it very clear to me that they will not give me any more leave. So either I have to go back to work or not. And I think they're going to hand me my resignation. So I'm dreading that. But it is what it is. And there's that. That was all I had. But let's see. We have mail day on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's going to be here. Mail day. And then do we have, nope, no AAP, no garbage disposal days, nothing. So let me see. I do have, because I'm not good at using these dots, so I think I'm actually going to do that this time and use some of these for my to-do list. So we're going to put down one here, and I'm going to use them in all the different colors. And one. They are kind of big though, but let's just do it. I do want to start using these up, so we're just gonna do it. Like this. Yep. Gonna do that. And then on this tracker, we are going to write here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I'm going to write down all my chores, and I'm going to write down my videos down here. And once that is done, then it's all done. So, oh my gosh, this was such a process. And I still don't know, like I was thinking of putting in this one right here. Should I do that? I like the idea of doing that, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Since I don't have anywhere else to put it, why not? Because it's not like I'm gonna get any use for it like next May. So we are just winging it. Perfect. And it was a perfect match. Absolutely. Yes. So I will keep doing that. And then I didn't use my Hello May either, because I used the bigger one. So where can I put this? I don't know. Yes, I do know. Because, no, actually I don't. Because what I did do was I set up this, and I used this Hello May right here, which is a bigger one, and I'm not going to be using that in any of the other pages. Like I can do it here just to use it. Should I? You know what? I'm just gonna hold on to it for a little while longer and see. And if nothing comes up and this space is available, I'm gonna lay it down here. So yeah, so that was all for this video. Now this did become a lot back and forth. I'm really sorry about that, but you know, things happen and yeah, you just deal with it. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again soon. Bye!